Calderou's trial on the Witch's Road played out. This trial involved the exploration of tarot card reading, fitting with Lilia's role as the head of divination for Agatha all along's coven. The episode was exceptionally written, jumping back and forth between parts of Lilia's life that showcase how her divination works. Not only is the lovable member of Agatha all along's cast seeing the future, but outright experiencing her timeline of events in a non-linear order. The trial ended with Lilia outlining her past, her future, what her goal is, and how she will live out the time she has remaining. These reveals were scattered throughout Agatha all along's ending, as the last trial of the MCU's Witch's Road beckons for the show's two-part finale. However, the biggest reveal of Agatha all along episode 7 is linked to a major Rio Vidal theory that has been crafted since Aubrey Plaza's first appearance as the character. Going into the show's finale, audiences know everything, from the true identity of Teen to that of the mysterious Rio. Rio's identity reveal in Agatha all along episode 7 explained. Lilia discovered that Rio is waiting for her at the end of her journey. Rio Vidal showing her true form as Death in Agatha all along, 2024. Lilia's character arc in Agatha all along is centered around her exploration of her past, present, and future, specifically how the three have always intertwined due to her divination powers. The ending of Agatha all along episode 7 saw her come to terms with the fact that at the end of everything she has and will experience, death is what awaits her. Only this time, death is spelled with a capital D, as the MCU introduces the personification of death via the character of Rio Vidal. There have been many clues to Rio's true identity scattered throughout Agatha all along. From Rio's inability to kill Agatha in episode 1 to her comments about getting the bodies of the coven after they are killed, the show was teasing this reveal from early on. Other hints included Rio laughing when the Ouija board from Agatha's trial mentioned that death was among the coven, as well as the story of Rio doing her job and hurting someone she loved, referencing her need to take Nicholas Scratch away from Agatha when he died. All of this built the theory that Rio Vidal is the MCU's Lady Death, with the words of "all roads lead to me" in episode 7 confirming the speculation. Lady Death is a character from Marvel Comics who played a big role in some of the biggest stories of the universe. While some of these stories were altered for the MCU, Agatha all along is promising to have a big impact on the wider live-action universe now that the personification of death itself has been introduced. What Rio being death means for Agatha all along and the MCU. The MCU has a new, powerful character to play with. Now that Rio has been confirmed as Lady Death, the MCU has an intriguing, incredibly powerful character as part of its sandbox. In Marvel Comics, Lady Death is one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Alongside Eternity, who debuted in the MCU in Thor: Love and Thunder, Death makes up the other half of power over all life in the universe. As such, she is incredibly powerful, though somewhat enigmatic in what she does outside of overseeing the many deaths that naturally take place throughout the world. Perhaps the biggest storyline Lady Death has in Marvel Comics is linked to Thanos. The Mad Titan's journey to collect the Infinity Stones and wipe out half of all life in the galaxy is a ploy to court Death, whom Thanos is in love with, in the Marvel Comics continuity. Although this was changed for the MCU, there is one other major relationship, besides Agatha, that Rio Death can be shown to have. The comics highlight that Death and Wade Wilson Deadpool have an intriguing connection, given that the latter cannot die, with both making their MCU debuts in 2024. In terms of what Lady Death being part of the MCU means for Agatha all along specifically, it remains to be seen. The last 2 episodes of the show will both be released on October 30, 2024, and will undoubtedly feature Agatha, Billy, and Jen confronting Rio Death. In these episodes, it is likely the true motivation of Death in Agatha all along will be revealed. Is Death Agatha all along's main villain? Rio Vidal talking about the Salem 7 in Agatha all along episode 5. With that in mind, it is safe to assume that Death will be Agatha all along's primary villain. The Salem 7 villains were defeated in Agatha all along episode 7's ending thanks to Lilia, meaning the show is without an outright antagonist. Despite Rio not being depicted as such thus far, outside of her desire to kill Agatha, it could be the case that her hidden motives see her attempt to take Billy and Jen alongside the titular witch. This would set up Agatha all along's main villain, giving the final 2 episodes their antagonistic presence in the absence of the Salem 7. Is Lilia Calderou really dead? Her Agatha all along episode 7 fate explained. Lilia's story was about accepting death as her ultimate destination. Another major question stemming from Agatha all along episode 7's ending is whether Lilia Calderou is actually dead. As the episode presents it, Lilia accepts her death. The story of the installment was about Lilia coming to terms with her non-linear journey that led her to this point. All of her divinations over the years were to allow her to pass this trial on the Witch's Road and save the lives of Jen, Agatha, and Billy. Upon doing so, Lilia reaches her destination, Death, embracing this and sacrificing herself to kill the Salem Seven and save her coven.